Runners coming forward, lining up, off and racing in the second, the Goffs Punchestown sale 4yo Geldings Maiden as they race away on their way towards the first of 14 fences. Note they'll be jumping. Combi is going to be one of the first to show, with towards the inside as they make their way on races Double the Dancing, towards the outside Paris Silence. Right in behind these then races Simone Says, and they're being chased by the red jacketed Job Done. Just in behind Job Done races Maverick Mac, who in turn has been followed next to the field by Aidan Fitzgerald in the contest. That's Blue Stick Dingleborough. Further back behind these then, at this point, races the white jacket of Endless Streamer, with Carrillo is next, and the overall back marker is Considine Town as they go to the first, which all have cleared safely, and make their way now into the bend that's going to take them around across the bottom of the track. And as they do so, it is Combi and James Murray with the advantage, being followed in second spot by Paris Silence. Back in third behind these then, the inside races Job Done, with right down the extreme inside then is Double the Dance, and they in turn have been followed next up in the field as they come on now to come back through the gap and come back into clear view by Simone Says. And behind these then, next up races Maverick Mac with Blue Stick Dingleborough towards the rear of mid division. Then races Carrillo in company with the final two, which are Considine Town and Endless Streamer. Back into the straight they come on their way towards fences 3 and 4 on this part of the course, and as they do so, out front with the advantage, it is Combi who's over in front with the lead, being chased in second spot by Simone Says. Back in third behind these then, races Double the Dance, and they in turn are being followed next in the field by Paris Silence with Maverick Mac. And further back and behind them then to find Job Done, Blue Stick Dingleborough comes next, being followed by Endless Streamer. Right in behind these then, races the next one racing with Carrillo, and last of all is Considine Town. Up to past the post, and out front it's Combi from Paris Silence, Simone Says. Right in behind these then, races Job Done, who in turn has been followed over by Blue Stick Dingleborough. Maverick Mac is towards the extreme outside in the orange jacket, with just inside that one races Endless Streamer in predominantly white colours. Further back and behind these then to find Carrillo, who in turn has been tracked by Maverick Mac, who's lost a couple of positions, and the overall back marker is Considine Town in the black jacket. Making their way now on downhill, that's going to take them back towards their point of departure, and out front it is Combi and James Murray with the advantage, being followed in second spot by Simone Says and David Doyle. Just in between horses then races Paris Silence and James Welsh, who's been tracked next to the field, and I'm afraid we may need veterinary assistance there. Going amiss there with Simone Says that we need veterinary assistance to the top end of the track, but as they make their way on now to make their way downhill into the back straight, and as they do so, out front with the advantage, it is Combi who has the lead, being followed in second spot by Paris Silence. Right in behind these then, races the next one, which is the red jacketed Job Done. Blue Stick Dingleborough in black is out a little wider, and they in turn have been followed by Double the Dance in the stripes, who was slightly awkward there in mid-division. Next up and behind them races Maverick Mac in the orange jacket. The other orange jacket just in behind that one with a white cap is Carrillo, and they're being followed by the orange and green colours of Endless Streamer, and last of all at this point races Considine Town in the black jacket. Making their way now on around the bottom end of the track, and as they do so, out front with the advantage it is Combi for the McGuff yard with the advantage over Paris Silence. Job Done is next, and they're in turn have been followed over by Maverick Mac and Blue Stick Dingleborough. Double the Dance is right down the inside, being followed further back by Carrillo. Endless Streamer is just briefly ridden along for a few strides there, and Considine Town it remains last of all. Making the way now on towards their next fence they'll be jumping, which will be number 7 this time, and over in front and awkward there at the back was Considine Town, but survives as they make their way on now towards the next fence. The fence will be the last of the circuit's time, and it's Combi from Power of Silence is in second spot. Just in behind these then races Double the Dance, and they're being tracked by Maverick Mac, with Job Done. Blue Stick Dingleborough is next in front of Endless Streamer, who in turn has been followed next in the field by Carrillo, and last of all is Considine Town. Circuit ahead of them, 5 more fences left to be jumped in this Goffs Punchestown sale 4yo Geldings Maiden. As they do so, Combi over in front from Power of Silence. Another slow jump at the back from Considine Town there, and he's being eased. He likely won't go much further as they make their way out in the country for the final time. It is Combi from Power of Silence back in third spot, and behind these then races Double the Dance, and they in turn have been followed next up in the field by Job Done with Maverick Mac. And right in behind these is Blue Stick Dingleborough, who in turn has been followed by Endless Streamer, and last of all is Carrillo. So all that remains still hold claims, as pulling up at the back door was Considine Town, but as they make their way now on down the end of the back side the course to head into the back straight. They've got 4 fences and all left to be jumping. There's Combi from Power of Silence in second spot. Just in behind these, then in third, there's a whole host queuing up behind. Endless Streamer down the inside, or Double the Dance rather, down the inside. The job done is out a little wider and wider still to find Maverick Mac with Lustig Dingler just on the heels of these in the black jacket. Further back and behind them then to find Carrillo and then the Streamers last of all. Out over the fourth last fence they go, and now coming through on the inside is Double the Dance, being chased towards the outside as they swing the bend at the bottom by Combi, who still holds the call narrowly. So it's Combi from Double the Dance, Power of Silence in third. They're then being followed in fourth by Job Done, then comes Maverick Mac. Carrillo comes next in front of Lustig Dimler, and then in behind these races Endless Streamer, racing on towards the third last fence at the bottom of the track, and as they do so it's Combi who's still got the advantage. Power of Silence through into second, back in third behind these then races Double the Dance. Maverick Mac is next in front of Job Done, who's hard driven. They're then being followed by Carrillo, who won't be winning today, clear over Lustig Dingleborough and Endless Streamer, racing on towards the second last fence. Out over the with the advantage is Double the Dance. Carrillo was a faller when held in sixth at the time, racing on towards the final fence, and it's Double the Dance has got the advantage out over it from Combi. Maverick Mac's trying to lay down a strong challenge on the inside, but it's Maverick Mac who now has the advantage from Double the Dance in second as they go inside the closing stages. Maverick Mac and Double the Dance, Maverick Mac and Double the Dance. It could be either way. Back in third behind these, it was close again for the third between Job Done. On the inside between horses was Power of Silence, and back and behind them was the long time leader Combi, and then came Lustig Dingleborough pulling up